Yo, what is going on? This is Daryl Tisdale from Motivated to the Max, and I'm here to tell you about an awesome new thing called Anchor. Anchor is sponsored by Spotify, from where you can do all your podcasting, your editing, and everything all in one place, and then you can have it distributed at different platforms like, of course, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many, many more right now. So if you're looking to start up a podcast and you're looking to be able to say, hey, I'd like to get my message out to people today. And let me tell you the best thing about with Anchor, it's totally free. Right, that's right. Look, come on, it's totally free. So once again, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right now. And I'm here to tell you, let your message be heard through the Anchor. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Hello, and welcome to Motivated to the Max. This is your boy, Daryl Tisdale, here to motivate. And before we get started, I have to go over a few house rules and everything before we get started. And rule number 1 is coming in hot, and that is honest, open, and transparent. Rule number 2, we come in here lit. That's living in thankfulness. And then rule number 3, be yourself. It's okay to be yourself around this place here because, hey, everybody is worthy enough to be themselves and to be able to express how the way they feel and everything. And so also, how we like to do things before we get this thing kicking off in the right foot. That we have to do the 10-second count off from where we need to do the negative detox from where anything that's trying to hold you back, from what's stopping you from doing the things what God has called to do, or stopping yourself for talking down about yourself. All right. And then after that 10-second count off, once we get all that stuff out the system, then hey, take your breather. Breathe in that new thing of life. Breathe in that new positivity stuff from what's going to help you keep going and pressing forward for the things on what you need to do for your greatness. All right, here go your 10-second count off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we like to do here in Motivated to the Max, man, we like to just cast that thing out in the sea of forgiveness for where that thing should never come back and be bothering us again. So welcome to Motivated to the Max. Once again, I am your host, Daryl Tisdale. And for those of you who are listening on multiple platforms, thank you very much for listening in. And please continue to share it. Let your friends, let your family and them know that Motivated to the Max is up in here on the airways of today. I wanted to come at you guys with today is the thing about from where, and I know some of us has probably been battling this for some time now, and it's the balance about fighting against yourself. I know some people want to be like, dude, why are you trying to go so deep? Why are you trying to be so deep like that? Man, I'm here to tell you, man, but whenever that you're battling things about that's dealing with you, and like your worst enemy can be yourself. And I'm talking about from where that we can sit here, we can talk down about ourselves. We can sit right here talking about that. Well, I can't do this. I'm not worthy enough to do this. Man, some of us will beat ourselves so down for whatever that it may be like a new job or something that's coming out there. And then we would not want to apply for that new job because we sitting right here thinking that we cannot do the job ourselves. But look, I'm here to tell you guys on today, look, enough is enough on fighting with ourselves. And look, I say ourselves because I'm talking to me too. It has been several times from where I have been battling. I have been sitting here wondering if I can do this or if I can do that, or, just go ahead, prime example, Motivated to the Max, this very own podcast right here. Sitting right here thinking like, man, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I press this forward? Can I do this right here? And you know what I'm saying? Then even been sometimes like, man, like, should I keep on going? Or should I stop? And been like, yeah, it's been several times from where I have not done episodes. It has been sometimes I have done episodes and everything, and then for some odd reason I don't hit the upload button. I mean, look, we keeping this thing hot, honest, open, and transparent. And, and lately I have done like episodes and stuff like that. And then like once I'm getting ready to hit the upload button, and then I have like that little bit of self-doubt to come in like, well, what if it ain't good enough? Well, what if it's not going, what if this message right here is not reaching out to the people that really, that really needs to hear this message and everything? Man, you know what? What if I'm sitting right here and I'm just giving like the wrong type of motivation and everything? I know we all been there. I mean, think about with a parent with a kid. Like, am I really doing right by my kids? Or I'm really doing right about with my spouse or anything like that? And man, am I really doing right for anything from what I'm doing? Man, we always have those moments when we want to just sit right there and we want to like really doubt ourselves. But I'm here to tell you today, I'm one of the ones from where I have to learn totally every single day. It was like, I have to be willing to push for that greatness. I have to be willing for it. So then when I say I have to be willing to be pushing for that greatness, that means I have to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. I know, shout out to the Clint Eastwood movie that my mom used to watch, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But, it had to be them points like, it's going to be times everything's going to be great. It's going to be times where things going to be like, it's bad, but it ain't terrible. And then it's going to be one of them times where things just going to be looking so ugly. It's like, man, you don't even want to get out of the bed. Look, I'm here to tell you, I done had a couple of them days already. Look, I'm here to tell you guys, I done been there. But then, but I have to be at a point, I have to be willing to press forward for this greatness. Just like I had to keep on pressing forward here for this podcast. I had to keep on pressing forward to do the things of what I need to do to let this podcast be great, to have this thing be going at this great moment right here from where that I can be able to say, you know what? Somewhere across the world, somebody needs to hear on what's going to motivate, on what's going to help push them to that next level. What's that's going to get to that person, be like, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. And she can do it, then, I can do it too. We have to get to that point from where we have to stop doubting ourselves. I mean, like totally. And I know, like, for me, like, I have been doubting myself for years. And then what would make it so interesting for me, like, I was doubting myself even before I even had the surgery, my surgeries and stuff. Way before I even had, like, my first surgery of, like, my very first amputation. I was starting to doubt myself, because I was a person who was always like in and out of the hospital, like every, like technically, like for me, I could tell you guys right now, or, you could just get a copy of Build It Again from where I was telling some of my stuff from where I became a double amputee. But from where at the very beginning, from where like I was a person, I still had both of my legs, but then I had a thing that was called lymphedema. And so like lymphedema was holding me back so well. It really was starting to make me doubt myself. And doubt myself in like many things on what I was doing in life. From where it's like I was always in the hospital, like it would not have been, it was like for the year me being in the hospital, I know I had been in the hospital within like a whole year was been like at least 10 times. Cause I'm like almost every 2 months or every 3 months or so, I end up back at I was in the hospital. This done happened. I done got an infection, or I'm starting not to feel good, or, my sugar and stuff is out of whack, and, and so many other stuff on like what was going on and everything like that. And so it was like from time to time, I was like, I was really like doubting myself. I was like, man, like, how can I be a husband to my lovely wife and everything? And I'm always in the hospital. I'm always laid up. I'm laid up with IVs and all these machines and everything like that. Like, why am I like, how can I be that husband that she needs me to be? And then, I was starting to doubt myself even more from where from where I was going. I was thinking I was getting help. And I don't think I told nobody this or like on podcasts or whatever live or stuff I done. I said it was that sometimes like I was going to I was going to Duke University for the medical help. I was going to Wake Forest. I was going to all like these top medical places and everything. And it seemed like every time I went there to try to help me get rid of everything of what was going on with me, it was like it was no answer. It was like, well, we can try this and we can try that. But then, like, it's almost like I had to move and go to like another location. I had to move and go to another location from where I had to like stay in another city, in another city or another state, just to be able to get the help I can. But then it's like, I can't move it. I said, I can't move my whole family from this city over here to that city. And so it was like, it was no answers. Like, there's nothing we can do for you. And so then moving on in life and everything like that, from where I had to do like the very first amputation, I was in the hospital. I had an infection and everything while I was in the hospital. And so then when it was like, my wife was noticing like, it was like, that my leg and stuff was weeping real bad. And so then like with the weeping, and then she's like, hey, like his weeping, they were like, okay, well, we need to give him fresh clean, the towels and stuff like that, so from where it can catch all that drainage and everything like that. And then soon they got me over with that first leg and everything, all of a sudden you heard was a big y'all don't have to like back it up and ask like, man, I really just said, yeah, that's what you heard. Because that's the sound of what my leg had made. And it started shooting out pus and blood and everything. And from where like it was starting to give like a bad smell. And so then the nurse was like, we got to call the doctor. She said, because it's really infected bad here. So we gotta call a doctor. And so then, we was going through like all the protocols and everything like that. Then I was having like my first, then I was having the surgery from like the amputation and everything like that. And so then, it was already kind of tough from where you're right here thinking like, well, man, I done had this amputation. So like, is it really going to like have me at a place from where like I'm going to be okay? Or is it, am I going to be okay? Is it going to change my life and everything? Or is it going to be a continuing cycle? So then I had to get to the point right now. I was like, okay, cool. I'm starting to work with the prosthesis. I'm trying to do this. I'm getting ready to do all this and everything like that. And then everything is like, it was starting like it looked like it was going like an up mode, but then it was going back to a down moment. I'm saying all this because like, even though we don't want to, it's going to be a time for where we're going to have to face the good, the bad, the ugly. And then from where I done heard from like, from like my pastors and, certain friends and family and everything like that, we have to go through this certain process just to be able to reach that greatness. And I know like for me, like I had to go through this good and bad and ugly just to know that, for me to go through all of this good and bad and ugly and allow God to bring me out of from like my sadness. I mean, I'm not going to front and lie to you guys. It was time for I wanted to kill myself. It was time I was just like, what? It was time for where I was just like with my wife. I was like, what? Go find you somebody else that can treat you better than me and everything right now, because like right now I'm laid up. I'm right here. I can't do this. I can't move. I can't do that. I can't do all of this right here. And then like, just go find something, just go find something better. But then just learning not too long ago, God had allowed me to go through this process for a reason. From where that I can be able to do motivated to the max, from somebody who's going through some things from what I've been through, or maybe something similar from where I hear people every day say, yo, like I see you every day and you're pressing and you're pushing and you're doing this and you're doing that. And then some people like, man, like, what is your secret? And you want to know like what my secret was and everything like that. I know some of the people who probably don't listen to Motivate to the Max before, he said, oh man, he going to say God kept him and everything like that. And I said, yes, God was one of them, but my other secret that kept me going and everything like that was my determination that I wanted to live. I wanted to live. I wanted to get to that point and say, yo, like, I got it. Look, I want to live. I want to be able to live life. I want to be able to go out and go see whatever new stuff that done been put in my neighborhood and everything like that. Or I want to be able to go to the point for whatever that me and my wife, we can go to the park and we can just sit and laugh and talk, have ice cream, at the park. Or it had to be at a point from whatever that, yo, like I have no boundaries from wherever that I can be able to go to a church service, or I can be able to go to like a dinner banquet and everything. Like, yo, like I want to live. So on this short segment that I want to do here today, like, yo, it's like the things from what is like that you can see, like, man, like I have my good times, I have my bad times, and I have my ugly times. What is your willingness to go through them times? Like, what's actually having you at that point to keep on pressing, to keep on, say, you know what, even though everything may look crazy, but it's terrible, it's not how the way that I want it and everything like that, but you're pressing for some reason. I want you to dig deep down inside and to actually allow that thing, that thing is allowing you to keep on pressing, to keep on moving. Let that be your motivation on to keep on going through the process. I know, like for me, I wanted to live. I didn't want to be a person that was ended up in a disability nurse, a hospital, nursing home place, or anything like that. Like I wanted to be able to be here, like, with my family. I said, shoot, I'm trying to get a dog. Look, I'm trying to get another dog when I get my home. I'm trying to get a dog. I have my little dog. I have my kids running around and everything like that. And I can sit and laugh and then be like, yo, like, I'm here. So that's what I want you guys to focus on today. Let that be your motivation. Like, yo, like, what is that? And it may be like a little small little seed that'd be like, man, I'm only holding on because of X, Y, and Z. You can tell your story better than I can tell your story. So whatever it is, hold on to that. Keep on pressing in with that. Use that to go through the process and allow God to reach you to your greatness. That's going to be it today for this episode of Motivated to the Max, which the title will be called The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. What should I do? So tune in, and I'm back, and it's back on track. But I'm going to switch it up some. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays will be lives. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, it'll be straight podcasts. So if you want to follow on a live, I do a podcast live on Facebook, along with, with Anchor, with the Anchor app. So if you want to keep following with Motivated to the Max, look, put it up here on Anchor, or go to anchor.fm. And then type in the search for Motivated to the Max. Then you'll find it. Same thing with Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. All them great podcasts is out there. And then also like on Facebook, look up, and it's exactly what the title is on the podcast is Motivated to the Max. And then look for Michelle Presser from Daryl Tisdale. And then honestly, yo, like go in there, like the page on Motivated to the Max. It would give you all access and everything from where I've been doing lives and everything like that. Go on there, and then, hey, if you guys just want to reach out to me, send me a message and everything. It will be a link on there if you want to send me a voicemail. Then you will say, hey, I've been listening to it. This thing's been helping me. Or give me your feedback, because, I'm a person that loves feedback. So definitely give me your feedback on everything, on what you got, on what should we be talking about, or how, maybe some of you guys have ways on help motivating people as well. I like to bring other people on this show from where it's like, hey, like, you won't just always hear my voice. You might be here. Hey, it might be your voice that some of the people might need to hear. Hey, if you want to have your voice come on, if you want to say, hey, I want to come on and, and give some motivational tips and everything like that, like, yo, hit me up. Hit me up, send me a message on Facebook on the Motivated to the Max page, or message me on my personal page, which is Daryl Tisdale, on my personal Facebook page. Yo, hit me up, messenger. Motivated to the Max is also on Instagram. It's on Twitter. Yo, send me a message so then we can get the messages out there to the world, because I'm not the only motivator out here. There's several motivational speakers out there. And it may be that some people need to hear your voice too as well. And will be here just to help it get it out there for you. So that's it. I will talk to you guys again on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a Facebook Live. Motivated to the Max. So tune in, and it will still be recorded it'll be coming on for podcasts and everything like that. So please tune in. Follow on Facebook, Motivated to the Max. Like it, share it, message me, whatever. Send that out there, and then we can, hey, let's motivate this whole world together. All right, you guys be cool. Take it easy. Peace out.